Welcome to the all-new Volvo XC60 B4. This is 2022 facelift model, and what has changed? Well, we do have some subtle exterior changes, like the new front bumper and the front grille, some changes at the back, but a brand new infotainment system. It is rather chilly, -7, so let's get out of here, hit the road and find out what this Swedish beauty is all about. Alrighty, so let's measure the acceleration. This car does not have a sport mode and I cannot disengage automatic start and stop button. Not much to boost my performance and my confidence. And we might just be off to a slow start, but anyway, let's do it. The road is a little bit icy, it is -6. But my thoughts are the only thing that's most likely going to get hurt is just my ego. So let's go. Foot on the brake, foot on the throttle. Let's warm you up a little bit and off we go. Four-wheel drive system certainly does help. So the declared 0 to 100 is 7.8 seconds. But in the real world, real conditions, now that I've said it, I'm not sure if I want it, but anyway, it is 8.44. Actually, it's not bad at all. 7.8, 8.44. Maybe I'm this good. No, just kidding. No, this car is pretty good. And the tires, you know, with the front wheel drive, we'll be grinding the tires in this weather, but all-wheel drive system, it just shows you. It does come in handy with launch control. I do like my launch control. In all conditions. That's the beauty, you see. Car manufacturers are testing it in perfect conditions on a racetrack. But I just take it to the real world. Real world, I'm not sure. Anyway.
I'm looking outside my window. I try to see where my luck goes. I just don't know.
So the B4 is a mild diesel hybrid. What we have under the bonnet is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine which produces 197 horses. This is combined with an electric motor which pumps an additional 11 horses, and the total power is being calculated at 211 horses and 420 Nm of torque. What the electric motor gives us is two things: an improved fuel economy, but also a lovely punch when you do accelerate. Now, in most cars we have a shortcut buttons to change your driving modes. We don't have that here, and quite frankly, the vast majority of people don't use this button to change driving modes, especially in this sort of a car. Instead, we can customize our driving settings on our touch screen. What we can do is, for example, make the steering firmer. We can also switch off the air suspension. But what's really important is the control of the air suspension for easier entry and exit. What this means, as you hop in, the car lowers down, you start driving it goes up for your comfort, and when you hop out, it lowers down again. It is very handy, especially when you have elderly parents. Now, what we do have, however, in terms of driving modes, is an off-road mode, which does come in handy, especially in this weather. But you do have to be going quite slow, but it's fine. You don't really want to go wild off-road, do you? Sometimes though. And how does this car feel to drive? Let me tell you, the ride here is very, very peachy. As you trot around town at low speeds, you do not feel any bumps, any imperfections. You flow over the speed bumps. It's all very soft and subtle. But when you hop on the motorway and pick up quite a bit of speed, there's virtually no tire noise, no wind noise. The ride is very serene and very peaceful. You don't hear much of the diesel engine at all. It is a beautiful long-distance cruiser, but it is also a blooming cheap long-distance cruiser. I was driving in a congested city, a bit of B roads, a bit of motorway, and I'm still at 8 liters east. And we have a big tank, 71 liters, that will last 1,000 kilometers plus. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what is called a proper convenience.
You better turn up. You better be there when.
And what about being a passenger in XC60? So I have adjusted both front seats for my height, which is just over 1.7 meters, 5'7". I've got plenty of knee room, plenty of leg room, very, very good headroom. We do have this beautiful panoramic sunroof. I love that. Lots of space in here. What about the middle seat? Actually, it's okay. I mean, it still is an emergency seat for an adult, but it's a better quality of an emergency seat. We've got the climate control here, seat heating. Overall, it is a lovely space in here. Okay, let's check the boot space. Electronically operated tailgate. Of course, we wouldn't want anything less. We've got 483 liters of space. The space here is very practical. The floor is completely flat, so you can just slide items in and out. The shape of the boot is very practical. Of course, you can fold the back seats down if you need to carry more clutter and you simply can't live without it. And that is enough about the boots.
You better grab that tambourine. Bring a bass, we might be weak.
So I'll leave the steering setting in firm, yet it still feels natural. Most important, it does the job very, very quickly. Actually, this car is very easy to maneuver in and out of car parks. We've got good all-round visibility, of course, 360 degrees cameras to support your parking activities. Now, when you take this car on a twisty road and you accelerate, actually, don't be shy, don't be afraid, because there's very little body roll. This car does not swing left and right, not at all. It does not feel like an empty vessel. It just feels very natural. It feels solid. It feels planted. We, of course, have all-wheel drive system, which is not actually giving, because don't assume all-wheel drive system is available in all Volvo SUVs. For example, I've driven the XC40 plug-in hybrid, and this only comes in front-wheel drive. But here, it's a nice, lovely package. And on to trims and prices, because it all depends in which country you live in. Both the terminology and specifications can differ. This car is in what's so-called the Plus trim, which is available in Poland. It is not available in the UK. In the UK, you can get the B4 engine all-wheel drive system in the R design, and it starts from just under £47,000. Sadly, Volvo does not bring diesel engines to the USA. Oh well. This exterior paint color is called Platinum Grey. It is classy, it is elegant, but my favorite by far for the XC60 is the red with beige interior. Absolutely stunning. All right, on to changes in the cabin in the facelifted model. So actually, the only thing that has changed is the infotainment system. The rest has remained the same. It's great, so why change it? But the infotainment system was overdue for a bit of an upgrade. Honestly speaking, at the end, I did get to like it, and you know how it is. They come and they, shake your little perfect world, and you think, oh, actually, I didn't want it. I was just whinging for the sake of whinging. I don't want it. Because when I hopped into this car, I thought, oh God, I don't like it at all. It's awful. But because I was used to the old system, I spent a bit of time, a bit of energy, and I actually think that the system overall is more intuitive, it is easy, and of course the big change are the live Google Maps. That's because we've got a SIM card. So you don't need to use your phone. You have you can use the Spotify, you can use the Google Maps, and of course, being Google, it is super easy and intuitive. So I just type R straight away, restaurants. Do they think I'm a porker? Maybe. All right. It's got a range of restaurants, and of course, the information is live. You've got the opening hours. It's, let's say, a cosmetic shop to buy more. No, maybe pharmacy. That sounds better. Pharmacy. Straight away. Pharmacy. Brilliant. Yep, 3 minutes, 12 minutes. All you need. You also have the shortcut buttons here. So you've got petrol stations. You've got restaurants, parking, coffee places. And the system is more pleasant because it's, of course, very colorful as well. You can change the songs. Lovely. Let's have a look at other options. You've got Spotify. You can log into your account. You don't need to use your mobile phone. Again, perfect. Climate control. You've got a separate screen for that. You do have to click again because it does not disappear. But anyway, you've got seat massage. Actually, I'm having a seat massage as we speak. Start again because I've restarted. Oh no. We want to make sure I'm at ease and I'm relaxed and chilled, right? Lovely. You can, of course, you've got the lumbar support. You can adjust the seating positions. I mean, these seats are lovely. They're so beautiful for long distance cruising. I can drive for hours in this car. You know why? Not only because it's comfortable, because it's also cheap, of course. That fuel economy, don't I just love it? All right, so the infotainment system, quick, straightforward, intuitive, is how I would describe it. In terms of the rest of the cabin, the quality of the materials, I mean, this is Volvo class and style. And the quality, beautiful, everything is well put together, just the finishing touches, lovely. I do love the beige interior, of course. Straight onto practicality, so a large bottle of water, you can easily fit in here. This pocket is actually quite big. You've got, what else I like, of course, is the tidy home here. So you can pop your bottle of water in here. Then you cannot, if you've got a bigger phone, you cannot fit it, but here. But look, what I do is pop that back in here. Lovely. This is wireless mobile charging, of course. And you can close these pockets. You can, in fact, close this so it looks a little bit nicer, but the quality of materials. We've got the Bauer Wilkins speakers, lovely sunroof. What can I say? Well, Madam is very, very happy. Oh, one more thing before I forget. The digital driver's display, actually two things before I forget. Oh God, I'm all over the place today. Digital driver's display, you've got a big map, so it's all very, very pleasant to look at, just very informative. I mean, that's that. One more thing, of course, being Volvo, we've got an army of safety systems, but the cameras here, these are really good. Look at this. Look at the graphics. Side, that's me, lovely. You want that, because this is how you damage your rims. Yep. Oh, there's a dog. Look at it. Oh, they're playing. Lovely. So that's perfect. Actually, this car is very easy to maneuver. We've got a really good turning circle. You don't have to twist and turn until your arm falls off. It's just effortless. I mean, the whole thing about the XC60 is effortless. And the cabin is, well, what can I say? Simple, clean, very, very elegant. We've got an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and this gearbox does not ponder, it does not wander, it simply just gets on with the job. The change of gears is quick, it is smooth, it is silky. And you know why? Because you shouldn't actually feel the change of gears in a car like this. Now, what happens when you put your foot down? Let's floor this thing. You see, on a twisty road, don't even have to slow down at all. Well, you know, you're not going to drive it like you stole it, but the acceleration is healthy, it is salubrious, and very, very civilized. And don't you worry, child, this diesel sound is not going to chop your ears off. It's actually quite lovely. Oh boy, I do like to put my foot down. So with the facelifted model, we do have some subtle changes, and it's good to fresh things up from time to time. But you know what they say? If the tire broken, don't fix it. And Volvo would have to be mad to go and change the whole car, especially that this is the XC60 is a top-selling model for Volvo. And considering you can't really fault the driving dynamics in this car, it is such a wonderful machine. And this whole stop diesel, save planet, you do understand that this is coming from people who are flying private. And guess who isn't? You ain't. You see, numbers don't lie. With such low fuel economy, there's still a massive demand for these cars, which is why Volvo continues to build these engines, and rightfully so. Good for Volvo, good for us. I think the XC60 is one of the best SUVs available on the market, and the fact that it doesn't have to cost you much to drive it is a big cherry on the cake. I think it's such a wonderful machine. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye!